Hello and welcome to a new episode how to learn JavaScript from beginner to advanced. Today I would like to learn you how to create an async function. We will pass through more examples. We will start with a simple function with a try catch finally block, and after with two or three promises. Let's analyze them gradually, each on them. Okay, we will start with this async function. Let me to create to resize this because should to see better. I have an async function who return I have an async function with a block try, catch, and finally. When you create an async function, it's mandatory to put try, catch, and optional if you want you can put finally. Finally is a block that will be executed indifferent if the promise finish with success or fail. Okay, you write async tell the JavaScript that you have inside an asynchronous operation. Write the name of function and inside put try and catch block. Inside try create a promise and put an asynchronous operation. For example, I have here asynchronous this set timeout where I create a variable success, and if this condition mad random is greater than 0.5, mad random is a function in JavaScript who take randomly a number from 0 to 1, and here I put a condition in ternary operator. Here I put a condition if success, because success means if mad random is greater than 0.5, in this case call resolved, operation successful, a string. In other case else put operation failed. This set timeout will be executed after 1 second. Do you see here the second parameter for this set timeout is this number 1000 milliseconds. After I display the result, and if the number is lower and my condition are false, this part of code from try will not be executed and my function will jump in catch and will display error code and type of error. In my case, what I write here in reject, because here I have resolve and reject. Okay, and here I run the function. Let's see the result. Starting async operation. When I press the button, first will be executed this line, console line starting async operation, and I have operation successful because my number is over 0.5, and after this also finally will be executed. I tell you that finally is a block that will be executed indifferent if the promise will be with success or with be failure. Okay, again let me to execute this code. Now first line was be executed starting a single operation, but here I have an error because number is less than 0.5, the condition is false, and I have this reject from if else. Here I have an ternary operator, but it's the same like if else, and I have the message error code from here from catch, because if this is false, jump in catch, because I have catch for catch error, no? But is operation failed is from reject. Okay, and after this I have async function execution finished, because doesn't matter if failed or is succeed. With success finally will be displayed. Again, a little summary. We have here an async function with a block try catch finally. In try you put the condition and create the promise. In catch you catch the error, and finally will be displayed indifferent if the condition is false or true. Async tell the function, tell the JavaScript that inside is an asynchronous operation, and await is a keyword who tell JavaScript to stop this function till I will succeed or I will fail this promise. Okay, this is just a simple async await function. Now we have here another example with two functions. We have here one simple function and one async await function here. In this simple function we create a promise, we return directly a promise, return new promise. Do you see here? When you create a promise, do you know should to use this new object, because when you create object you put keyword new, and promise is the name of this element. A promise, new promise, and the callback is syntax. This is the callback, and in this callback you can put function. We have here an arrow function with resolve reject two parameter, and we create also in this promise we create a condition, and if this is success we call resolve with this string, else we call this reject with task failed. Okay, here we have a simple function, but below I create an async await function. For this I put async keyword, tell the JavaScript I have some asynchronous code in my code, and I put also I have an async, and I put try catch. No, if you create an async function, keep in your mind put try catch finally block, or just try catch, but try catch finally it's a syntactic sugar, it's recommended. In try I create a result with await. What I waiting about this function, some async task. This is the function, and after I display the result. Let's see the result. Task completed successfully. Task completed successfully because my number is greater than 0.5. Now also and error. Okay, I catch an error. Oh, oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong. And error, task failed. No, from reject. Task failed. The error, the text from error is in reject. No, task completed successfully. Let's see if we have task completed successfully. Task completed successfully is when I call resolve. Okay, let's see another example. In this example I have one simple function who return a promise, also with resolve return new promise and callback. Now keep in your mind this syntax: new promise, callback, and callback is this with selected with blue. You can write here a lot of text. In the second function also I return a promise with resolve reject, and also the same logic like in this, but I want to show you here. I create in final an async function with try catch block, just try and catch. Do you see here? 2 seconds, because I have a comment try, and first I create two promise. A promise I assign it first promise to result 1, and the wait for first async task for this function, and result 2 I waiting for second function for this. If the first function is will be passed with success, I will see also the second function. Task successfully completed for first function. The second function will be executed. Why? Because here in result 1 okay, in result 1 here await the first async task. This first async task pauses execution until this function will be resolved or reject. If this function is resolved, the code proceeds to the next line, and the next line is this. The next line is this with variable result 2. For example, now, oops, something went wrong. Task failed for first function. The second function will not be executed. Why? Because my first function execute this because it's reject, and if I have reject, will be executed first, but second jump in this catch. Okay, and the last example is with with two functions, but inside this, and then async in final, one function, two function, and then async function, where also is the same syntax like before in the code before, but I put more line. I put this set timeout, who will be executed after 1 second. Also here, but syntax is the same. Now is asynchronous example, because I have here an asynchronous set timeout. Async with await, again await, catch, and finally, if nothing, it doesn't matter if will be with success or failure. Let's see the result. Starting first async task. This line of code will be executed, okay, from first async task. Task successfully completed for first function, because I have a number who is greater than 0.5. This is the condition now, and execute this part of code with if. After starting second async task, and again the number is greater, and I have task successfully, and finally execution finish. Okay, the same. Okay, now I have first line starting first async task, okay, is executed, but here I have, oops, something went wrong. Okay, oops, something went wrong. Jump directly in catch and take from reject this message: task failed for first function, the second function will not be executed, and second function will not be executed. Why? Because not this, and this second function not be executed, because here the condition is not be accomplished, and jump in catch, and don't execute the second condition. And in final I have this execution finished, because doesn't matter if function will be finished with success or with failure, finally will be executed. Doesn't matter the results. Okay, let's do a little summary for this. When you create an async function, don't forget, put async in the front of function. Tell the JavaScript, be carefully, because I have here some asynchronous code inside. If you put async, should to have await in this function, and I put here await. This await tell JavaScript, stop here, freeze the function till I have a result with fail or success. And when you create a promise, you have more, you can assign this promise to a variable, or you can return directly how I return here, return new promise. A promise is new promise, and the callback function is the syntax new, because it's a constructor. We build with constructor. Promise is the type of element. and the function callback have usually resolve and reject two parameters. You handle this parameter here with a function if you want. Okay, and let me to create here. I tell you that you can create a promise with this way. You assign this LED result, but not here. I don't have here. I don't have here, but you can create in this LED result equal new promise. Okay, that was all for today. I hope you understand. All the best.